Here we are on the 17th day of Spooky Month, and today's prompt is Ornate. I have to confess, the one I had planned for this one, I had to scrap it at the last minute. And why? Because I'm a dingus who doesn't know definitions of words. I had this idea of a vampire carving a statue of his love, who stands just beyond, posing for the piece. And this was because, when I thought of the word ornate, I thought of statues. And statues can be ornate, but this particular statue I was thinking of just wasn't that. It was a simple, loving representation of his love. The dictionary definition of ornate is elaborate or highly decorated. So this got me thinking in a completely different direction. When I read the definition, I started thinking of jewelry beset with many jewels and intricate pieces of metalwork. And the best candidate, I reckon, to wear such jewelry is an Egyptian mummy. They had some seriously intricate jewelry made from beads and gold and adorned with precious stones. And I looked on a website called Pose Maniacs, which, as its name suggests, has figures posed into a multitude of different poses. And I used it to find a reference for the pose I wanted. I wanted something that would showcase the jewelry, and I ended up with something that looked a bit mischievous, a bit coy perhaps. And immediately I knew exactly what I wanted to paint, and all I needed was the perfect font from Adobe Fonts to tie it all together. Turns out the font I was looking for was Dido. Didot? I have no idea how to pronounce that. If you've ever seen the cover of Vogue magazine, it's always a shot of a single person posing, often wearing some really outlandish fashion you wouldn't dream of actually wearing out in public. We're talking inflatable hoods that look like they came straight off the bad side of DeviantArt, or these box-chested dresses. Weird. Anyway, so this was the pose I chose for my pharaoh, complete with her crown and ornate jewelry. And we've got in big lettering the word morgue. It's the underworld's best-selling fashion magazine. Our pharaoh here looks a lot like the popular depictions of Queen Cleopatra, who was known for bathing in milk and getting bitten in a very awkward place. I very nearly went with calling her Queen Nefertiti. Maybe I should have done. Maybe. Or maybe cancel culture would have come for me if I had. Screw them, though. If we aren't free to joke, what are we free to do? Life's too short. But no, I went with Queen Naftalia. Maybe next time. She's wearing a very fetching wrap made only from the finest linen, and jewelry made only from the most precious stones. And with that, I think we're done here. I have a Discord for folks to chat and share their art, and I have a Ko-Fi if you'd like to support what I do. And if you're looking for more art, the YouTube algorithm thinks you might like this video. Check it out and see what you think. Catch you in the next one!